I've heard people say, I don't have to worry about the money, I'll just file bankruptcy. But sometimes people don't know exactly what is bankruptcy. I'm attorney Stuart Sandweiss, and I'm here to tell you today that while bankruptcy is simple, it's not as simple as it looks. Bankruptcy started in the United States. It's actually found in the United States, Article 1 of the United States Constitution, which provides Congress with the power to enact uniform laws on the subject of bankruptcies. Well, they did that, and since then bankruptcy has been around as what the Supreme Court has said is an opportunity for an honest but unfortunate debtor to get a fresh start. Another purpose of the Bankruptcy Code is to let creditors who are similarly situated, meaning they're on the same par, get paid equally, so that a debtor, the person who owes money, doesn't favor one creditor over another. This is why the part of the Bankruptcy Code is a whole system of preferences and who gets paid first, second, and third, and so forth, with different types of claims. But those are in cases where there is a repayment. Now really there's two types of bankruptcies. There's what we call a repayment bankruptcy or a discharge bankruptcy. Discharge bankruptcies, those are the easy ones. That's covered in Chapter 7 of the Bankruptcy Code, and sometimes they're referred to as Chapter 7s, and that's where somebody who qualifies, you have to first pass what's called the means test, you have to be below the median income, is entitled to discharge all of their debts. They're allowed to keep certain property, and if they have property over a certain threshold, then the trustee could take that property and sell it use it to pay their creditors. When attorneys like myself file someone's Chapter 7, we first make sure that there's not going to be any property left. Otherwise, I would never put somebody in a Chapter 7 case because we don't want them to lose their property. The other type of bankruptcy is a repayment plan. And there are several types of repayment plans. For the average person, there's only two that are possibly relevant, Chapter 13 or Chapter 11. While Chapter 11 is mainly used for businesses, it is available to individuals. Chapter 13 is what's usually used for a variety of reasons. One, it's a lot cheaper than a Chapter 11. Two, it can be dismissed at any time if the debtor, the person filing bankruptcy, is not able to make their payments, not able to make the repayments, or if they want to convert it to a Chapter 7, maybe their circumstances changed and so forth. In a Chapter 13 case, a trustee is also appointed, but the trustee doesn't gather the assets, rather they just oversee the case. And in either case, Chapter 13s, there's a lot of uses for Chapter 13s. They can be to forestall a mortgage, prevent a mortgage foreclosure, to allow someone to stay in the property, to prevent somebody from getting evicted by paying their back rent over time, by extending a redemption period following mortgage foreclosures. There's a lot of useful things that can be done in Chapter 13. So bankruptcy is a complicated process. And just like if you've got a medical condition that you want to know about, you go to a doctor, you ask them to diagnose it, and you talk to them about it, you have have them answer your questions. If you're considering bankruptcy, you want to contact a competent bankruptcy attorney to answer your questions and to make sure that everything is done properly. While you can do it yourself, it's not always a good idea. Just like you wouldn't want you wouldn't want to do surgery on yourself, you might not want to represent yourself in a bankruptcy case. So if you've got any questions about bankruptcy or financial matters, please feel free to shoot me an email. I'd be glad to answer you, or give me a call, and we'll see you in the next video.